Often as consumers, shoppers, we're very frustrated. Can't count the number of times where I have been on a website or a mobile app and I've wanted to literally just pay for something or buy something. And I'm thinking, why are you making it so difficult for me to give you my money? It's such a challenge. The funny thing is that often on the other side of that equation is a company who's trying to figure out, well, I don't understand why our conversions aren't better, or our landing pages aren't working better. Maybe we just need to push more media so we can drive more traffic to it. And all you're really doing is driving traffic to a situation that is still flawed and broken. And this leads to the concept of testing, right? So shifting away from trying to guess what the right journey is to actually enable consumers to help us determine the right one through experimentation. At this stage, if you're in a digital field and you don't have a testing program, you're behind the times. You're gonna have to address that. It's super important. That's not what this recommendation is about. This recommendation is about doing experimentation right. The guideline is most people today still use experimentation from where's your hypothesis come from? Great ideas. They go and do brainstorming, they come up with all the ideas. I've seen these, there's a spreadsheet, here's the 50 things that we're gonna test, and they go about it. That is not the right way to do experimentation. The best approach is a technique called problem solution mapping. You are able to go download this. This is free publicly. But this was after 5 years of research of looking at what tests worked and which ones didn't. And what they found was that this technique, this framework, ensured much better test results. Because if you start with measurable goals, clear goals, smart goals, and then you go and identify the problems, the challenges through analytics that are limiting you from making those goals, when you get to the hypothesis development, it's more of a structured, creative exercise. Now you're focused on coming up with the ideas that are not only addressing the problems, but are tied to actual measurable outcomes that you need.